Hey, welcome to another Big Acre fishing video. My name's Colin. For those of you that are new to the channel, we are on Long Island today, and we are going out to the eastern end of Long Island, to the Long Island Sound, and we are going to target Blackfish or Tautog. The size limit is 16, and we can keep 3 per person per kayak. So we're gonna try to limit out and see if we can bring some back home, but hopefully we can get on some Blackfish today. All right, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, please leave those in the comment section down below, and also hit that notification bell so anytime I post new content, you'll be notified of that. All right, well, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and stay tuned. Let's get on some Blackfish. Big Acre, out.
If you've seen my previous Tautog videos, these are Asian green crabs that I have here. And what we do is we first get a spot where there's some structure or near some structure, and we anchor up. And then we cut the legs off. As you see what I'm doing here, we'll cut the legs off, and that will do what we call building the bite. So kind of like chumming the water. So if there's some small tog down there, hopefully they come over, and then get some bigger tog to come over and bite the hook. And then we cut them in half, so we have basically 2 pieces of bait. And I will show you kind of later on in the video the importance of, cutting off the legs, and then how you actually end up baiting your hook.
The bite should take off. I'm chumming again.
Okay, so as you see here, we're going to bait the hook, this is a 1 ounce bottom sweeper jig. And I'm going to take the half of a crab here, and you stick it into one leg socket, and then it goes right through, and you put it into the other leg socket. I'm not saying that this will catch you a fish every time, but it does tend to keep the bait on a little bit longer, even though you do lose a lot of bait when you're bottom fishing for tog.
Got one. Stay on, baby, stay on. Keep on that pressure. Had to use a really tiny piece of bait to get this thing. There we go. There we go, Maddie. First one in the boat. It's only like 12 inches, but I got in the boat. It's a start. All right, got one. Nice little 12-incher. Come on, buddy. All right, got one. All right, we all got 2 each, right? Yep. You got the biggest one of the day so far.
Short.
Yep.
Wow.
So these conditions weren't really ideal. There's a lot of waves here, and it's made by the wind, not by any boats or any boat traffic. And it made it really difficult to actually feel the bites just from bobbing up and down. The bait's coming up and down off the ground, so the bites are just less obvious. So it was kind of a struggle. As you see here, Matt and I are both tied up together, trying to build that bite in the same area. We found that fishing together in the same area and dropping baits down and chumming the water kind of builds the bite that much faster. But like I said, look at these waves. They don't do it justice on the camera here, but it's pretty rough. I felt safe the whole time. It wasn't that. It was just hard to fish based on the waves bobbing up and down.
Ah, swing and a miss.
So as you see here, I'm kind of repurposing the bait, and I'm taking some of the shell off to expose more of the meat, and it kind of makes it a smaller presentation. And I found that by doing this and then putting it back down with the meat exposed, you kind of get a better hookup ratio.
I thought we'd get some sun today or something. Another one. There we go. Come on, stay on. I think it's small. Oh, porgy. Porgy.
Nah, I don't think so. What do you usually keep, like 10 or higher? Yeah. Oh well.
So after spending about 45 minutes to an hour in that spot, we did get a few small tog, and then we did get the one small porgy. We decided to make a move down over to this area where you'll see there's some rocks in the distance, and then there's some structure down below. As you can see, still a lot of waves, still a lot of wind, but it's still early in the day, and the wind is supposed to die down as the day progresses.
Nice rock right here. There's one rock. I want to get into a bunch of little ones and whatever.
I'd say you get a foot further. Even if the other.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna have to do, I bet. I want a huge rock over here. Yep. Yeah, there's a huge rock right here. If I had my anchor, I'd be anchored right here. And the fish are hitting the little pieces too, like the rest of the leftovers.
Right.
Yeah, they're way better over here. You're on it right now. There we go. Yeah. Yes, sir. I don't think it's big, but it's something. It's a good start. Yeah. That's my best of the day, probably. All right. Good start. Ooh. See you, buddy. See you, buddy. I literally had a small piece on there too. I just left it on there. So I'm hoping they're gonna hit it. And then just hook right up. There we go again. This feels like a porgy. Oh, tiny dog. Little baby. Little baby. Yeah, probably. Got a black sea bass, small. All right, 3 different fish today. This isn't what we wanted though. This isn't what we wanted, folks. All right, so fished for 3 hours. Got some blackfish. I got one keeper right at 16. Heading to another point. I feel like once I caught that keeper, I was in a good area. If I had a anchor, I would probably would have been fine and stayed on that fish and caught a bunch of keepers. They were hitting hard. We're gonna go over to this point, fish that. Hope we got some fish. We're gonna see. We need to get 2 more keepers. And then Brian thinks we could hit some black sea bass area, which we'll give it a shot. So, all right, stay tuned. See if we can get some more fish. There we go. Oh yeah. There we go. I don't know, it's got legs, but I think it's just when it's coming up. Nah, small. Yeah, right up in front of me, Matt. There's a bunch of stuff up in front of me. That's why I keep getting the hits. Yeah. Yep. Here we go. Come on, stay on. All smalls. All smalls, man. Well, they're biting more than they were over there, so I guess that's good.
Well, a month into the season, so it's been kicked pretty good.
Not really, because nobody was here yesterday and the day before. Look at that.
Yeah, I said you've been putting it through the ringer on the kayak. I said it's held up pretty good.
Oh yeah, come on, stay on. It felt good, but then I went under a rock, I think. It's probably a 15. My guess is a 15. It's a measure, but $15 and a half. Yeah, not 16. I felt it go right under that rock too. There we go. No, it's small. It's probably the one that pulled. I could tell where Brian was getting pulled under the stupid rock. Yeah, it's tiny.
Pull up a fish with a jig in its mouth is mine.
Well, I wish you'd swim over and get that freaking.
Big fish.
I wish he would get that stupid what you call it? Your anchor I lost.
Is that what it was?
No, I don't know. I'd like another one there now. So I think it's small though. Oh, got little legs. Little legs. Come on, baby. That current is really messing up my judgment on how big it is. Yeah, it's not that big. Not that big, but it feels huge. It's probably like a 14er. It's still a good size compared to what we've been getting. Whoa, 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 whoa.
So what I was referring to with the weight is that while the wind stopped, the current actually picked up, and I'm catching all the fish behind my boat, and Brian's actually in front of me, and he's drifting his lure all the way behind my boat as well. We are catching fish, but the current has picked up, and I actually moved to a 2 ounce. I probably needed like a 4 ounce or something like that, but still catching fish. And as you'll see, we get a good size one here in a minute.
Nice looking fish. All right, let you go. Between the current and then it being bigger is like definitely a keeper.
Unfortunately, I didn't have the camera rolling when I caught this fish, but you can see here it ends up being my second keeper of the day. And it's a struggle, but we were able to get 2 so far. First one I also didn't get on camera, but this one at least I got in the boat.
All right, let's go. Let's go, buddy. Oh, it's only 16 and a half. Huh. Yeah, I thought it'd be bigger than that. It felt heavier than my last one, but I guess maybe the current.
After this fish, we actually ended up pulling up anchor and going towards the launch. We did stop off at another rock where we ended up getting our 3rd keeper, and Brian got 3 more for him. So we ended up limiting out. Long day on the water, but had a great time. I want to thank everybody for watching, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified of any new content that I post, and make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching. Thanks for watching. Big Yacker, out.